Week 1 is officially here, and you probably have some hard decisions to make this week. Do you start players? Do you sit them? Well, I got 4 starts and 2 sits for you right now. My first start this week is Jimmy G. That's right. The Lions gave up the most points to fantasy quarterbacks in 2020. I don't know about you, but I've not seen many improvements from them in the preseason. They're going to be bad again this year. Trey Lance, still injured, will not be a part of this game. He has all of his weapons back. Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, healthy offensive line. If you're in a 2-quarterback league, or maybe you're looking to stream the position this week, Jimmy G is a guy I'm confidently starting. He's not going to give you 40 points, but he will probably hit the 20-point mark this week. My second stardom this week is running back James Robinson. Similar to the Lions with quarterbacks, the Texans gave up the most fantasy points to the running back position. And similar to the Lions, maybe even more, the Texans have gotten worse this year. This is the rookie Trevor Lawrence's first game, and it would be really wise to get the run game going to help him feel comfortable. I expect Robinson to have a massive workload. Unlike others, I'm not as worried about Carlos Hyde. I'm starting him in multiple leagues, and I think you can count on 15 to 20 PPR points this week. My third stardom this week is Michael Pittman Jr. Remember last year when you saw your wide receiver facing the Seahawks and you just got so excited to play them? That's because the Hawks gave up the 4th most points to the wide receiver position last year, and there hasn't been many improvements in the offseason to fix that area of their defense. You can bet that Russell Wilson's going to come out cooking, as he always does in the first half of the season, and the Colts are going to need to throw the ball to stay in this game. Carson Wentz is back. He's healthy. He'll start. Hopefully the offensive line will be there. We'll be okay. I'm confidently starting Michael Pittman this week in my flex. My 4th stardom is Zach Ertz. In this matchup, there are 2 teams that have terrible defenses, and both offenses are going to be able to score. The Falcons last year gave up the 4th most points to the tight end position. And you're probably saying, well, what about Dallas Goedert? Of course you're going to start Dallas Goedert. You already know that. But Zach Ertz is a great start as well. Let's not forget who he is. Just 2 years ago, he was a top 3 tight end. Last year, he dealt with a lot of injuries, but it's been reported all throughout camp that Jalen Hurts has a massive crush on both of these tight ends. He will be targeting them a bunch this game. Plus, at the tight end position, it's hard to find a good starter. I feel like this is a guy I am willing to take a chance on. Might not work out, but it's someone I'm personally willing to take a chance on in my leagues. My first sit-em this week is rookie wide receiver Jamarr Chase. There is absolutely no hate here, and this is pretty simple. It takes time for rookie wide receivers to get acclimated to the NFL. You probably drafted him in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, and you feel like you need to start him. Do that if you feel the need. I'm going to take the risk aversion approach and not start him till I know for sure he's a startable asset. I know a lot of people out there are going to heavily disagree with this, but I personally don't think he is the most valuable wide receiver in that offense. Now, that could very well change by the end of the year. I agree, but I'm going to wait and see on Jamarr Chase. If you drafted him, unfortunately, you might not be able to, but I still think there are better options out there. My second sit-em this week is Marquez Callaway. Look, I love Marquez Callaway. I'm all aboard the Marquez Callaway train, but not in week 1. The Packers last year gave up the 3rd fewest points to the wide receiver position. Why would that be? Big reason would be Jamarr Alexander. He is the definition of a lockdown corner. I really think that this preseason hype has actually hurt Marquez Callaway. There's going to be a lot of pressure on his shoulders, which is going to be very hard to live up to, considering he's literally the only option in this offense. This feels like a trap game to me. I am all in for Marquez Callaway this year, but he could end up being a really good trade target after this week if he does have a down game like I think he could. That's our starts and sits of the week. If you don't know, we have a podcast available on all platforms worldwide. Just search Fantasyland Football, and we go into a ton of start-sit advice on our podcast, as well as weekly waiver wire, trade for targets, and more. We also have a live stream every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where you can ask your start sit questions, and we're going to answer them for you. Good luck this week, guys. Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch
now,
it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.